Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It is a new week in the markets. We are in a new week in the markets. Yes, Will the Thrill. That a boy. Yes. Thank you, Will. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, my Travis. How are you, my friend? Good morning. It is Monday. It is Monday. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, Hammer. Good morning, Daniela, Yulina, Jade, Midwest, Hammer, MX Jero. Good morning to you, Jade, Goopreet, Goopreet. Thank you, my friend. We got this week is all going to be about Santa Claus hat. Hammer those hats. Good morning. Good morning, my beauties. What are we looking at on the chart? What do we have right now? What's up? Official KK. Hello, Flora. Hello, KK. Hello. Steve B. Good morning. Wrangle Marquez. Good morning. Get your heartbeats in. Get your heartbeats in. Let's go. Let's go. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Akeem the Dream, good morning to you over there. Kevin Curtis, thank you. Merrill, hello, my Merrill. Let's go, my beauties. It is a new week in the markets. Remember, there is no trading on Thursday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Holiday week. Good morning. Yes, I will be trading Friday. Yes, of course. Just the day after Thanksgiving is a little. But I could if I wanted to. Meryl, there she is. Hello, my Meryl. How are you? Thank you so much. ¿Cómo está? Dad bod. Marcus, yes. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah to all of you. Good morning, Raphael. Thank you so much. Beezy, Jessica Pilach. Let's go, let's go. We are at 6.1 thousand. Powder. Let's go, let's go. Trinity. God bless you, Merrill. God bless you. John McGarvey, good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Voss. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to get our levels and our whip zones in place right now. Do a little bit of education. As always, remember the VIP is open. Welcome to all our new VIP members from this weekend. We had a lot of you. You are taking your trading seriously, and you're now taking your education seriously. So congratulations to you. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Thank you, my friend. So this morning, what do we have here? We got Miss Market. The 8 and the 20 are close. Got a little gap up here this morning. And we got our pivot up here right around 689, 690 level, right? We got a big double top up here on the SPY. Big double top, so be careful. So far, every time we've come up, we've rejected hard off of that level of 690. So just keep that in mind this morning, okay? As we head over now to the 2-minute, We're going to put our whip zone in place. We are in this neutral state, all right? Kind of narrow, neutral, narrow. We're going to put our whip zones levels in now. And we are in position 2 to the upside here on Miss Market, all right? Position 2. We're going to see if we have any more resistance to the upside here before we get up to that daily double top. Here at 686, we got major resistance, and then here at 688, we have major resistance as well on Miss Market. And down here, we have major support. So as we pull this back here on the 2-minute, we got room still in position 2, all right? This is our gap up this morning, everybody. Good morning, KK. That is our gap up currently, and we do have room up to 686. That'll be our first stop here on Miss Market, 686. Mark that down, please. If you get back under 679.56, we know we have room down to 677 here on Miss Market. But since we are in position 2, we got to know what our retracement level is. 682. 682 will be your 50% retracement level this morning here on SPY. We're going to head over to the Qs. The Qs right now, what I need you all to be careful about is our granddaddy is pointing up like this. So as we pull this back, that is your granddaddy. Until that flattens out, we're going to have a little chop here on the Qs, all right? And remember, it's a holiday week, so you're going to have some choppiness here this morning, that's for sure, and tomorrow as well. As we mark these levels out now on the Qs for all of you, bam, 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 and we pull it back here on the Qs. We go back to our execution time frame. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2. All right, just like SPY. That is our gap up. And you got room up to 623 this morning here on the Qs. 623 will be your first stop, all right? Your 50% retracement level on this will be 618. 618, so mark that down. Under the whip zone of 616, hold number, you have room down to 613.55 and 612. You better know your A-plus setups this week, and you better trade only your A-plus setups. If you try to get cute this week, it's going to be bad. Mr. Dave, Guppreet, thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you, Jules, Chad. Yes, it is. Thank you, everyone, for those amazing donations. Measy and John McGarvey. Let's head over to MU. Same thing. That's your 200, all right? Little chop action here on MU. Same thing, position 2 to the upside, currently on MU. As we go hunting, we're going to see what we got. We got hold numbers now to the upside here on MU. We'll show you that here in 1 second. I want to mark out these support levels for you. And as we come back, you're going to watch 277. We're going to mark that out. 278, 279, okay? You have to watch the hold numbers. Remember, 70% of all new highs will fail. This is your gap up in a neutral state. Would I take this long? Not a chance. Not into your hold numbers and not in a neutral state. 70% of all new highs will fail. That number is higher, especially when you're in the neutral state. So what do we need here, my beauties? We need our 50% retracement, and it's going to be 272. 272 is the golden goose here on MU. Mark that level down. Under 272, you are going to look for your shorts back down to 268 and 265. Good morning, MAD. Welcome, everybody. Happy Hanukkah for all those celebrating. And we got Christmas this week, so we will be on today, tomorrow. We'll be on Christmas Day. We'll be on every day this week. Nothing will change, all right? Don't forget, we have VIP live training tomorrow night in the VIP. How do you get into VIP? What the hell is, hello DW, what the hell is the VIP? It is our Voss Trading education community, real education on how to be a equities trader, how to be an options trader, futures, Forex, crypto, it doesn't matter the instrument. We're going to teach you how to trade properly in there. Start the new year off right. Start learning, start taking your trading seriously. Stop gambling. Stop making it a hobby. If you love trading, you got to learn how to do this or you're going to keep losing. This is where you head over to the Voss Trading. Link is in the bio to get into the VIP. AMD right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 here on AMD. Let's pull this out. We got room up to the granddaddy there. All right, that's going to be our first stop. The granddaddy of them all is waiting for us right there, okay? We're going to mark this level out as well. We're going to pull this back to our execution time frame. Fit Wakely. Hello, Fit Wakely. Your payment failed again, my brother. You got to go log in, and you got to fix the credit card. It says there's not sufficient amount of funds in there to renew. And you got to take it from there, my brother. AMD, we are in position 2. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. You got room up to 221 and 225 on AMD. Neutral state, 221 and 225 on AMD. Under 212, under the whole number, you have room down to 210 and 205.50. Now, as you come down under the whip zone, do we want to short into 210? We got a $2 channel here, okay? We do have a $2 channel. Do we want to short into that channel, yes or no? Thank you, John McGarvey. Thank you, April. John McGarvey! No, why not? Why don't we want to short into that level? Does anybody know? Why don't we want to short into that level, my beautiful traders? The roses are on the board. Good morning, Adrian Ward. Whole number? Yep. And also, you got to make sure you are in a narrow state before we short into this. Right now, we are in a bullish neutral state, okay? So be careful. Good job, Ran. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all you lovely, lovely traders. All right, what else are we looking at? Put it on the board. Tesla. Okay, Tesla right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Tesla. We got a double top up there, okay? We're going to go over this. All right, here we go on Tesla. We are in a narrow state, position 2 here on Tesla. We're going to put an alert out on Tesla. I like the setup. Alerts on Tesla. We got room up to 491 on Tesla. First stop, and then 496 will be your second stop on Tesla. Back under this beautiful whip zone of 480.68, we got room down to 475. 475 and then 466 on Tesla. Tesla's on watch, everybody. Keep an eye out on that bad boy. Every time I put Tesla on watch, you always see what happens. Nvidia to the moon. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 currently on Nvidia to the upside. We have support on Nvidia on the hourly here at 182.41. All right, that'll be the first stop of supports as we do Nvidia here. As we roll this back a little bit, Nvidia right now, this is your move to the upside. We're going to put this in place for you. That's your gap up on Nvidia. You got room up to 186. That'll be your first level of a resistance. 186 right there, okay? 186, and then 188 on Nvidia. Under 179.74, you have room down to 176 here on Nvidia. Watch these 200s, okay? Be careful. Thank you, Fit, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. PLTR coming up. If you're here for the first time, folks, hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Let's see. All right. PLTR. PLTR. Right now, we are in a wide state. We're starting to get a little wide. Now, you look at PLTR, you pull this up this morning. What is one thing you are not doing? What is one thing, traders? You see this gap, this state. What are we not doing? Thank you, Mr. Dave. Big Fitness, hello. We're not going long on this, you silly goose. We're not going long. We're in a wide state. No way, Jose, okay? We are not going long to the upside there. Not now. Let me mark this out. Bam. As we pull this back, woo, we got to find some more resistance. All right. PLTR, we are in a wide state to the upside. You need to get narrow. And the only way to get narrow is one of two ways. Who knows number one and number two? What are the two ways for PLTR to get narrow? Does anybody know? Who knows? John McGarvey. Yes, John McGarvey. Thank you so much, John McGarvey. Thank you. I appreciate you. We got the money guns on the board right now as we go through price action and time, correct. So either price action is going to bring us back down to narrow. We want that violence for shorts. Or we have to wait for this 200 to check up. And when that happens, we are going to go sideways and you're going to get chopped up, especially with lower volume in the markets during holiday weeks, okay? So once you get narrow, under 195, you'll have room up to 199 here on PLTR. Under 190.87, you'll have room down to 186 and 184 on PLTR, my beautiful traders. Daniela Zen Method with the money guns. Good job, Mr. Dave. Apple. Apple, yes. Let's see what we got on Apple. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Apple. We're narrow, but look at the size of that whip zone. It is a big whip zone here on Apple. Let's go over to our 5-minute. Looks good. 15 looks good because we have a bigger whip zone. So we're going to mark out our major support and resistance levels for you now, my traders, okay? So sit back. Let me mark these beauties out for you. Got a triple bottom down there, all right? So here's what we got. That's our whip zone. Going long on Apple at the open, you are jamming right into resistance. You see this resistance up here? This is a lot of resistance right here. We do not want to trade out of the whip zone into 275 or 276. We're not going into that box, okay? Let's make that box bigger. So if we can't trade into this box of major resistance to the upside, what do we have to wait for? What is imperative, my beauties, that we must wait for in order to take a trade long to the upside here? What do we need to do? Who knows what we need to do? We'll do Tesla again. Retest. Retest what? What are we retesting? Wait, resistance, and then short. No. What are we retesting? We're going to do Amazon in a little while. What are we retesting? 276. Good job, Andrew. You must get over 276. Retest 276, and then you have room up to 279 here on Apple, okay? We're not trading into the resistance. For a short, you must get under 269.86. You must get under this whip zone level. Then you have room down to 267 and 265. Okay? We're not going to put this on watch because of the size of the whip zone. All right? Oracle, let's go. We got nothing on watch, right? Oh, Tesla is about the only thing. Tesla is the only thing on watch. Right now, Oracle, we are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 here on Oracle. As we pull this back, we got the granddaddy right above us. All right? We got the granddaddy of them all right there. So now, here is our whip zone. We are in position 2 on Oracle. You have room up to 208. 208 here this morning on Oracle. Back under 192, we have room down to 185.50. Watch those half dollars. And 181 on Oracle. Yes, life wonders, Daniela Ulina. We got one more money gun. One more coin. All right, on coin, we are in a neutral state. On coin, neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside here on coin. We are going to map these beauties out for you. Let's go get some more support. Bam. Bam. I love it. I love this game. We are in position 2. So here's our gap up this morning. Bam. We have room up to 256 on coin here in this neutral state. 256 to the upside, my beauties. 256. Okay, right here. To the downside, under 242.95, you have room down to 239 and 236. Thank you, Will the Thrill. Hello, my beautiful Steph. How are you? MU. All right, MU, we are in a neutral state here. We have the gap up. Okay, 70% of all new highs fail, so we don't want to go long into these whole numbers, knowing that 70% of all new highs fail going into whole numbers, okay? I would not take this long under any circumstances. I don't care what it does. Our 50% retracement level will be 272. This is the golden goose on MU. If you stay over 272, just like last week, you can look for longs after the pullback. Under 272, you're going to look for shorts for a pullback, okay? IWM is. All right, here we go. We are narrow on IWM. We are in position 2 on IWM. All right, as we pull this back, we are currently up here in position 2, narrow state on IWM. That is our gap up, okay? We got room up to 253 on IWM. You also have support here with the 200 underneath you at 252, traders, okay? 253 to the upside. Now, under 252, okay? Under 252, you have room back down to 251. So keep an eye on that. A lot of position 2s today, yes. Robinhood, yo. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on, my beautiful traders, every day, Monday through Sunday. We love helping you. The hood of Robin, as they call it. All right, Robinhood, let's do it. We got a double top up there, 124 here on Robinhood, so keep that in mind, okay? Look at that little 1 hour 200s, little sneaky little guy. You see that right there? Well, baby, look at that sneaky little guy on Robinhood. You can't fool me. All right, so currently right now on Robinhood, that is our gap up. Underneath us right here at 124, whole number, you have a 200. Above you, you have another pivot, okay? 124.25. Get over 124, retest it, you'll have room up to 126 here on Robinhood. Watch this area right here, okay? You don't want to play ping pong in this area. Back under 123.76, you have room back down to 123 and 121 on Robinhood. Let's go, let's go, let's go to the moon. Nvidia. Nvidia, we're neutral. We're in position 2. coming out of 2, you have room up to 186. 186 coming out of a position 2. Be careful, okay? Your 50% will be 182 right here. This is your 50%, traders. Under this with a retest, you're coming back down to 181 on Nvidia. What gets me worried when we're up here in position 2 on a lot of these is a lot of you don't know what you're doing, okay? And this gets me upset because you are out in the ocean here treading water with no lifeguard. And a lot of you are going to get burnt here, unfortunately. Netflix, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. On Netflix, looks good. We're going to send an alert out here on Netflix. Alert here this morning on Netflix as we mark out our major support and resistance levels. Bam! Look at this beauty. I love Netflix. I love big ATRs. All right, narrow state, back over $95. You have room up to $95.50 and then $96. This will be a major resistance level right here as you're coming into it on Netflix out of the narrow state. So mark that down. Under 93.98, under 94 whole number, you got room down to $93.50, $93.31, and then $93, okay? So right here will be major support area on Netflix. You're welcome, guitar. Your guitar works. I love it. Remember, as always, for your own sanity, for your own Christmas present, for the new year, we have the VIP where we're going to train you. Do something for yourself and for your family. Start learning how to do this the right way. Don't guess. Because today we have a lot of position 2s in neutral states. A lot of people are going to get chopped up today. A lot. I could just tell by the state and the position. All right? So you are going to head over to theVossTrading.com. That is where you go to learn how to trade properly. We have live VIP training tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time for our VIPers. Michael, Life Wonders, Rangel Marquez, thank you so much, beautiful. Shelly Stringer, Papa Yoda, April Stapleton, thank you. Give you a discount for Christmas. It's only $50 a month. If you can't afford $50 a month, you shouldn't be trading, guys. All right? Amazon. Stop watching Netflix. Get rid of the Netflix subscription. Stop buying all the Starbucks coffees. Think about how much you can save. Put it into something that's going to educate you to possibly make moolah. All right, here we go. Right now on Amazon, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on Amazon. Above 229.17, we got room up to 230. 230 will be your first stop, and then 233 to the upside on Amazon. All right, to the downside here, we have major support right here. You see all of that? That is major support. Now, what I'm going to do for you, this is major support right here. Do we want to trade into this support? Who's going into that box? Who's going to try to ram right into that box right there? No. Who is going to try to go right into that sucker at the open? It's bleeding out, Voss. I see a red candle. It must be bleeding out. Nope. Got a problem here. So what you need to do is get under this box. All right? Get under that. That'll be 226 whole number. Then you have room down to 225. See how this works? 225 will be your first stop here on Nvidia. Then 223, when we retest that, down to Nvidia. Now, let me show you another thing, beautiful traders. You see this box? This box is not nearly as thick as the last one because you only have one level of support here. So we have room down here. But as we get down here, it's still support. So we have to get under it, retest it, hold it, 225, hold that whole number. Then we have room down to 223. Okay? We are not trading into support. We are not trading into resistance. You're not going to go anywhere. That goes with the higher time frames as well. Most of you don't even know to look at higher time frames, and we're going to teach you that in the VIP, okay? Now on Amazon to the upside, above 229.17, you got 230 and 233, okay? Let's go over to Google. The Googs, the Goog man, the Googaroonie. Would I touch this long? No. Now, what a novice is going to do is they're going to see all these green candles to the upside. We're going to the moon, and we got to gap up. Voss, we got to gap up. Look at this. We're going to the moon, man. Disney World, here we come. Well, you may be making Disney World in your house because you're going to lose if you take this to the upside, okay? So we are in position 2. We are in a narrow state, but look how we closed out. We need some type of pullback here first. Do not take this long at the open. Going to be a lot of bad things in the market today for a lot of traders. It makes me upset, man. All right, here we go. Google. Once we get some type of pullback, then we have room up to 312 and 313 on Google. Above 313 with a retest, you'll have room up to 316, okay? Now, under 308.97 after 945, you have room down to 305 and 303.50, okay? This is not financial advice, investment, or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Do not go long with all the, look how many green candles we have already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a gap up. Don't do it. Meta, don't do it. Bet you guys would have took that long in your old ways. Huh? How many of you would have went long there on Google at the open? We're in a narrow state on Meta. We are in the whip zone. Meta, we got an alert. Alert, alert here on Meta. Double top right here, 677. Double deuce right there on Meta. The double deuce. Above 671, we have room up to 677. That's a double top up here. So watch that sucker. All right, coming out of the whip zone, under 658.34, you have room down to 654 whole number. You see the difference on this and then Google? See the red we had to the move down? You see this red? But we got our pullback. Look. We got the pullback already. See it? Because we gapped up. On Google, we got the move to the upside and we gapped up. So we didn't get a pullback yet on it. It will pull back on Google. You already got it here on Meta. All right. Thank you for the follow. X-a-million. I appreciate you. Dell. Yeah, Dell should be doing some good things since it's one of the partners in the TT deal. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. What worries me is Dell ruins everything. All right, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Dell. My love, my love, my love. All right, Dell, neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside. We got room up to 129. That's your first stop on Dell. 129 and 131. Mark that down. Hello, Alice. Under 125.72, you got room down to 123, 122 area. This will be major support right there on Dell. All right, so mark that down, my beauties. Jennifer, thank you for the heart me. Much love to you, dear. Christina Zan, yes. Uber. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state on Uber. Uber is narrow, but we are up there in position 3. Now, we got to mark these out. Stand by. And I want to get some more support here for you. Okay. Now, let's pull it back. We're in a narrow state here on Uber. This is our gap up on Uber. We got room out of the narrow state up to 81.50. 81.50, and then $82 will be your move to the upside on this. Your 50% retracement level right now is 79.50, right where we are right now. If we move up to 81.50, your 50% level will be right where you are right now, 80.50. Okay, right where you are. Under 78.76, we have a beautiful move down to 77.50. A dollar channel right here, everybody, on Uber. Mark those levels down. SoFi. Well, you pull up SoFi. Alice, in a nutshell, we are in what state, Alice? We're in a neutral state. We got the three-finger spread going right here, Alice. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I will not take that long to the upside. All right, just a hint. I'll give you an alert on that. I wouldn't take this long, no. And there's the granddaddy. Bam! Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing what we teach you? And then boom, there's your granddaddy of them all. There he is. If you don't know about the three-finger spread, then don't worry about it. The granddaddy will take care of you up there, all right? All right, let's pull this back on SoFi. You're in a neutral state. You're in position 2. You got granddaddy right there, 27.80. All right, bye-bye. Under 26.95, you have room down to 26.50. That'll be your first stop, and then $26. Jonathan, hello. It's the granddaddy of them all, Crusader. It is the granddaddy of them all. You have a whole training about that in the VIP, actually, I believe, right? We are in a narrow state on Tesla. We got an alert out on Tesla. Alerts, alerts. We got room up to 491 and 496 here on Tesla, coming out of that narrow state, all right? Back under 480.68, you got room down to 475 and 466. My question to all of our amazing viewers in here, all you beautiful souls, how many of you only trade long to the upside? How many of you only trade long? Put me in the chat. Hello, Jess. How are you, beautiful? Thank you for the roses. Thank you, April Stapleton. Thank you, beautiful, for the Feskier. You only trade long? No. Folks, won't you, all of you that said me, when you get into VIP, we're going to teach you how to short. You got to trade both sides of the market when it goes up and when it goes down. Because if it's just trending to the downside, then you have a problem. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen Lemus. Good to see you, brother. Okay? You got to trade both sides of the market always, not just one, okay? Yes, TSLL is cheaper. You could trade that instead of Tesla. Yep, I'm fine with that. GLD. All right, gold. We are in a narrow state here on gold. Where are we on gold? Up or down? Where the hell are we on gold? Through 406.75. They're going to the moon. All right, what are we doing? This is our gap up. Whammo! That's our gap up. Who's going long on gold? Trading short is risky during a bull market. We're always in a bull market. We have been in a bull market for our eternity. Hey, if you ever want to draw a trend line, here's your bull market. Whoa, look at that thing. Woo! You're always in a bull market. All right, where were we? What was I doing? Gold. All When you join the VIP, you will stop thinking like a novice, everybody, okay? Now, we are way up here. Let's mark this baby out. Boom, because that is now support. All right? That is now support. On GLD, don't say I didn't warn you on this. We're going to take it from the 15-minute now. Are you ready? Let me mark this out. This is your gap up on the 15. Where is your 50% mark? What did I just draw out? Isn't that something? The hourly pivot. Look at that, huh? 403. Of course you're going to pull back. You're not chasing this to the upside. Are you silly? Are you a silly little goose? We got to pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Okay? Now, that is your 25% level. As long as you stay above 403, you can look for longs to the upside. But you're not going to do it at the open. You need a pullback first. So you have room to short this back down the 405 or 403. Okay? Under 403, it's lights out. You're coming back down to $400. Okay? Do we got it? Are we good on gold? Nike, let's do it. Nike, look at this thing. Oh, you had the gap and nap on this the other day, huh? Oh, yeah. You had the gap and nap on this bad boy. Look at that. Woo! Napping time. Don't you hate when you get into trade and it naps? Then you're fighting for every little cent to try to break even on it. All right, here we go on Nike. We are in a neutral state on Nike. Look at this mess. We are in the whip zone here on Nike. Let's pull these back, my beauties. We're going to go to the hourly, all right, because that's what we want right there. Bam! And now we have to go back this way on Nike. We got to go for some daily here. Oh, brother. Nike. All right, let's pull this back up now. Bam! There she blows. Poor Nike. Under $58.24, $58, you have room down to $57 hold number here on Nike. Okay? Mark that down. Back over $59.20, you have room up to $59.82, $60 and $60.50. I wouldn't trade this stock if it was the last one left to trade. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Just letting you know that. The Qs, we are in a neutral state. We have a gap up. Bam. We got room up to 623 here on the Qs. 623 in a neutral state. Your 50% retracement level currently right now is 619. 619. Okay, mark that down. Back under 616, you have room down to 613.55 and 611.50. What do I think about plug power? Isn't that usually how it works? You put the plug into the power. Plug power. Right? You have a plug and you put it into the power. That's the only way it works, right? AVGO, well, let's go. AVGO to the moon. Nothing goes to the moon, folks. We just like saying that. It's good for the vocal cords. Right now, we are in a narrow state on AVGO. We are in position 2 to the upside on AVGO. Whoop, 15-minute. First one. Whammo. Hourly. Whammo. 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 All right, here we go. AVGO narrow position 2. You got room up to 354. 354 and 365 on AVGO. Back under the whip zone of 334.70. You got room down to 329. That'll be your first level of support. And then 320 will be your second level of support. Hello, Rafael Ogando. Hello. Whoa, we got more roses. What's everybody doing? Candy! We are at 93,000 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure we're tapping. I just drink, Tobiah, I just drink water. I eat properly. This is why I have so much energy. I don't do any carbs, any sugar. When you eat sugar, you do this. Oh, it's time to eat sugar again. When you don't eat sugar, you're a beast. Apple, let's go. Yeah, but you're in the whip zone. You're in the whip zone. You got to get over 276, you silly goose. And then you have room up to 279 on Apple. You're not doing anything along on that. Under 269.86, you got room down to 267 and 265. On Apple, MSTR. Most people don't have energy because they don't eat properly. It's what you put in the mouth is what dictates your energy level. If you eat like poopy, you're going to feel like poopy. See? You not only learn stocks and trading in here, you also learn how to eat. We're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside on MSTR. How many of you had a bad trading day, right? You were supposed to start your diet. You're a trader. It was a bad trading day, and you're like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. I need those carbs to feel better. I just had a bad trading day. That means you don't have control over yourself. All right, here we go. That's our gap up currently on MSTR. That's also why you had a bad trading day. We got room up to 171. 171 here on MSTR, okay? Then watch the pullback. Your 50% retracement level here will be 167. 167 on this, okay? You fast for 3 days? All right. All right. What else are we doing? Split pea. I love split pea soup. I love split pea soup. AMD. Something about split pea soup. All right, we're in a neutral state on AMD. We are in position 2 on AMD. We got room up to 222. 222 and then 225 on AMD. Under 212, we got room down to 210. That'll be your first stop. And then 205.50. Is it time to sell your FFMGF? Probably. You should go get some BBCDC. ACHR Aviation. We love the penny stock. Look at the penny stock. Yes, it is. You don't eat pork, beef, or red meat? We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. Let's see what we got here. I love the good old penny stocks. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, it is. ACHR, you're neutral. You got room up to 840 and 861. Be careful. You're already in a neutral state. If your broker has shares available for you at a cheap price under 808, you have room down to 8 to short and then 793. You're fighting for pennies here. Let's go. Amazon. What's up, Migs? To the moon, Migs. To the moon. All right, Amazon, we are in a neutral state. Almost narrow, all right? Above 229, you got room up to 230. 230 and then 233 here on Amazon. Yes, it is. Back under 226. We got to get under 226. We have room down to 225 and then 223. Because traders, under the whip zone, we're not shorting in this little channel here. You're not going to go anywhere. Really? I love red meat. I eat it. It's all I eat. Red meat, chicken, pork, eggs, fish. My wife's got me eating fish, everybody. The first few times, you got to do one of these. MSFT, Microsoft. I used to say no fish on my dish. You know what I'm saying? But slowly but surely, we are in a bearish neutral state. All right, Microsoft. Look at the state of our stock. We are bearish neutral. We are in a bullish position. What are you not doing at the open? Thank you, Zen, the title gifter of the roses. Let's start filling that gift gallery over there. It's Monday. It's when it resets. Thank you, G, for the follow. We are not going long on this because of the state of our stock. Not yet, at least. You got to have that 20 catch up for about 5 minutes, all right? 5 minute looks good on this. I'm going to put Microsoft on watch with this condition. Alerts on Microsoft. Wait 5 to 10 minutes before you trade it. All right, here we go. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! All right, here we go on Microsoft. Above 487.60, we have room up to 490. That'll be your first stop. 490 and 494 on Microsoft, okay? Under 482.53, we got room down to 479.59. 479.59. Plug power. What the hell is plug power? Give me the symbol on plug power. We're back to that again? Plug power? It's got to be a penny stock. It's got to be. All right, right now we are in a neutral state on Amazon. Neutral. We are in position 2. You got room up to 186 on Amazon. 186. Yeah, penny stock, right? Let me see. Hold on, I got to reset my my thing here. My pen. Hold on. Here it comes. Here comes my pen. There it is. All right. Plug. There it is. There it is. The old penny stock. How did we figure that out? Without even know what I wouldn't trade this with your money. We are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone on the plug. $2. All right. Well, you got the granddaddy there. So I hate to ruin your party. All right, plug power. We're going to plug in some power, just not long. Above 224, you have room up to 228 and 234 as we fight for those pennies. Under 219, 214, and 209 on plug power. Yes, the good old penny stock. No volume. It ran to $75 at one time. Tyler, did you try to chase it to the upside and lose? You don't get more novice than it ran. It ran to $75. And I don't mean that in a bad way, Tyler. But it ran. I love when these amateurs say, it's running. It's not a horse race. Nothing runs. Stocks go up, stocks go down, stocks go sideways. The reason you're losing in the market is because you're chasing it in gambling. You're a gambler. Oxy. It ran so far away. I ran. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 to the upside here on Oxy. I remember those days. I used to chase after them too. Which scanner's going to beep? Which penny stock's going to run to $1 million today? I used to do the same thing. All right, you got room up to 40.23. 40.23 here on Oxy. That's your first stop. 40.23. Back under 39.58. You got room down to 39.20. Thank you, mighty, adorable Dad, April Stapleton, the only Dan Jade. Thank you so much. Life Wonders and Daniela. We got to finish those roses, my beauties. We're at 129. Yes, it is. IONQ, you got it. You got it, my beautiful traders. All right, right now we are at IONQ. We are in position 2. We are in a neutral state to the upside here on IONQ. IONQ to the moon. You got room up to $51. First stop on IONQ, and $52 will be your second stop. Back under $47.53, you have room down to $46 and $45 on IONQ. Blake, what's up, baby? Yes, the VIP is open, my beauties. You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. Happy Hanukkah to all our people celebrating Hanukkah. That is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. You'll have all week. You can come on to our VIP live training tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll have access to over 70 hours worth of education. 70 hours of education in there. 70 hours. You're also going to upload your trades every day, and we are going to review them for you to see what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. How many other people review your trades? Not many. I'm sorry that they did that to you. Narrow on AVGO. We got room up to 354 and 365 on AVGO. Back under 334.70. You have room down to 329 and 320 on AVGO. $49.99 a month. $49.99. $50 a month. Let's go. Let's do some roll call. Are we ready, my beauties? Thank you, Will the Thrill, MX Jarrow, Guppreet, Hammer, Midwest, Jade, Steve B, Daniela, Rango Marquez, Jade, Chad, Andrew the Believer, Bill Boyle. Thank you so much, my Bill. Daniela Yulina, the beautiful Merrill. Thank you. User, official KK, Dadbod, there he is. Faz. Thank you, Faz. Hold on, we're coming down the lawn. John McGarvey, the VIP. Marcus, yes. Jessica, Pilach, Measy, Powder, Jules, Mr. Dave, Guppreet, the other Guppreet. Thank you, Myvin. Thank you, April Stapleton, yes. Myvin, thank you. Shelley Stringer, Will the Thrill, Life Wonders, Papa Yoda. Thank you so much. Hector Isaiah, there he is. What happened to you, Hector? Get back in there. Ferd, Jennifer, Jess, Candy, Crusader of God, Pop, Lawrence Trading. Thank you, Only Dan in the UK. Thank you, Adorable Dad. Thank you, everyone, for all the donations today. Yes, we will help you for the beginners. Thank you. Have a blessed day, everybody. I love you all so much. Remember, it's a holiday week. Trade A+ setups only today. Don't go rogue, all right? We'll see you tomorrow morning, VIPers. We'll see you in the chat here in about 2 minutes. Love you. AVGO to the moon. Nothing goes to the moon, my beauties. Nothing goes to the moon. MNQ. MNQ. You're narrow. You look good. Just watch this 200. You see this 200? You're going to be choppy on this. So you got to wait about a half hour. Love you guys. I love you. I love you.